You never need to put aside time in the evenings for homework. If you have a child who's a reluctant writer or struggles to write, I want you to think about bringing the writing into the life rather than trying to carve out time in the evenings to sit down and do those printing sheets. It's counterproductive and unnecessary, and you don't want to cognitively split the idea of writing as being separate from just living your life. The point is the message. If you can understand what they are trying to communicate to you, then that is a success. There's a lot of focus on spelling and punctuation and syntax, and that will all come naturally if you focus on, do I understand what they're trying to tell me? A couple of things that you can do on a daily just to bring writing into your daily life. And that means that you never need to put aside time in the evenings for homework. One is to make the page smaller. Get rid of that overwhelming white expanse. These little booklets are 3 for $1 at the dollar store. They're nice and light. They've got a hard back. Pass each other notes, pass each other secret notes, write secret notes and fold them up and put them places. Have a silent day, which is also nice if it's like you got to just kind of calm it down, and do all your communication silently through notes. I've done that in a classroom of 30 for a 3-hour morning. It works fantastic, and they are just writing constantly. Get rid of the idea that it has to be a pencil with an eraser, and just throw a bunch of different types of medium at your child and see what they like. So they could write with a highlighter, whiteboard markers for your whiteboard. You could get them also at the dollar store for $5, I think, one of these, and put it on their door, and they can write anything that they want, and they can change it up. If you put a nail on the back, it's got a picture frame on it. This can change every day. They can write their favorite quotes, whatever they like, honestly. Consider just letting them write in pen. Pen is the most special treat for the under 10 crowd, and gel pens especially. Let them write in pen. If there's somebody that has a real perfectionist drive, then the idea of making a mark with a pen that they can't erase makes them stressed. You can get erasable pens, and they work fantastic, and then there's no risk. And then these can all be swapped in for pencils. Have them write each word in a different color. That is a huge draw. And then they have a rainbow. They can make art out of words. There's 1,000 different things you can do with that. If you are going to the grocery store, again, you've got your little pads of paper. These are fantastic in your bag. If you're sitting somewhere and you're having to wait with your child, get them to write you a note. Get them to write a story. If you're going to the grocery store, write down what you're going to buy on your pad of paper. Honestly, just think whatever you would normally be jotting down in your phone, consider doing it on a piece of paper to give them that pen and paper practice without the huge, overwhelming focus on writing a full narrative arc story. Seems like that's the only thing that we ask kids to do anymore. And that is so much harder than simply write milk, cheese, and eggs. We're going to the store. Think of it like exercising a muscle. The more you can just have them writing all day, the better. Don't segregate it off to now we're doing language arts. Okay, hope that helps.